It's time for local stories from across the East. Local food. Local fashion. Local businesses. This is your home for local. This is the East's Daily Download on Eastern North Carolina CW.
Hello and welcome to the East Daily Download. My name is Mark. I'll be your tour guide on this adventure across East, which today brings us on location to home. We're still shooting shows from home to keep everybody safe. Hope you and your family are all doing great as well. So today we have a special project we're going to do. We're going to go outside because it's nice, and I'm going to walk down some stairs here. So hold on just a second. Let me make sure I don't trip. Got it? Okay, so what we're going to do today is we've got a tree, we've got some flower bed activity going around that. We're going to plant some flowers to keep it all nice and pretty, and we'll do that. So why don't we check out the first story. See you back here in a little bit on the East Daily Download and see. My wife Dawn is already hard at work there. Hi. I don't want you to think that I'm not going to do anything, because I'm certainly going to help do this. So we'll do that, and we'll see you back here in a little bit on the East Daily Download.
Now downloading People and Places.
Oh, this is a Bertie County landmark.
Folks have been coming in and out of here for 80 years.
It's a good place you can bump into somebody you haven't seen in a long time.
But it's the food, the Eastern North Carolina barbecue specifically, that keeps them coming back for more.
You can go all over North Carolina, and it's hard to beat Bunn's Barbecue across from the post office in Windsor, North Carolina.
But well before the post office opened, current-day Bunn's was a doctor's office. In the 1930s, a man named Bun Weathers had a different idea of what to do with the building.
It's Bunn's Barbecue because he moved here from Bunn, North Carolina, and the locals just nicknamed him Bun. It stuck.
Mr. Bunn ran it. He and his wife ran it from 1938 to 1969, and my family, the Russell family's had it ever since then. And we run it just as much as we can like it was back then.
But as far as the taste and the good barbecue, I'll put ours up with anybody's.
And my dad's famous line was, "If it's not broke, don't fix it." And I keep hearing it from everybody, it's the best they've ever had. And I said, well, I can't compare because I don't usually try anybody else's barbecue.
You know, they say they've tried these other places, they say, but you know, it's nothing like ours. I let them make the call, you know.
And many of those customers started coming to Bunn's many years ago. People like Jack Williford.
My earliest memory would probably be somewhere around 7 or 8 years old. I've been coming here a long time. Bunn's is the best barbecue that I know of.
Unfortunately, there's something else Bunn's is known for.
We've gone through some heartaches with floods.
Floods remembered with markings on the right side of the door showing how high the water got. The worst, Hurricane Floyd in 1999.
It's been 10, you know. A lot of people don't remember, you know, it's been 10, but still we've had 4 that bad since 1999. They were such that, you know, it was in excess of 5 foot, you know, of water.
The most recent flood came after Hurricane Matthew in 2016.
You're always scared they're not going to reopen. They've had some thoughts about that, I'm sure.
Each time, all 10, Bunn's eventually reopens, but not without the help of this community.
If it wasn't for the people coming down and offering help and giving you a little pat on the back and saying, look, y'all got to come back, you got to come back. That motivation right there is huge.
And the customers are thankful too. Thankful for a place that means so much to Bertie County.
And I'm just tickled pink they're still in Windsor, even though they have been flooded many times.
You know, you got people coming here 75, 80 years old that's been coming here all their life, and you know, the expression on their face when they walk through that door, and just, you can see them, it just does something to them, you know, just to come back to a place they've always been. And you can't replicate that.
We're the only all-female anchor team in the market. Growing up, I used to watch the news and look for people who looked like me, or look for people that I admired, or people that maybe I aspired to be. Just the fact that we are here, we're doing it, we are hopefully just showing women and girls that you are represented.
I want them to see how normal we are and how genuine we are.
people know that there are lyrics to Entertainment Tonight.
Hey, here we go.
So you've had a very bad day. There's Entertainment Tonight.
Oh, yes, all right.
Oh, hey, welcome back to the East Daily Download. Hope your day is off to a good start so far. Digging a hole here in the backyard with the express purpose of planting these. We have a couple of them. Got this little flower bed around a tree that we've got, and we're just trying to make some room for that and really help get it ready for the spring and the summertime. So, since we're at home right now, what better time to do this? Tell you what, I'm gonna get going on this and get that in the ground. Let's check out the next story. We'll see you back here in a little bit on the East Daily Download.
It's changed quite a bit.
Like many elements of healthcare, feeding those who serve a region looks a little different these days.
Right now, in these times, we're very stressed. Everybody's very stressed. And as frontline healthcare workers, it's especially stressful.
So Michael Coker and his team at Vidant Medical Center stepped in to help out.
I felt if we set up something, then we can provide the service where they could just one-stop shop. They get off, they come in, they buy some essentials, some bread, some milk, cheese, meat, cereals, and go straight home.
The hospital's main cafeteria now doubles as a mini-mart. The concept came about as a way to help make life easier for those who spend their time caring for others.
And they're just beaming when they come in and see they can get something. I had a lady stop me just this morning saying, thank you so much for this opportunity to let me buy bread so I don't have to go to the store.
It's one frontline team helping another.
They come in, they make it happen. They're great. I have a great team.
From local produce and grab-and-go items to inspirational notes, it's a shopping experience that offers equal parts convenience and compassion.
It's a big responsibility, but I think that's our goal and our mission is to provide a safe meal, a good meal, and nourish them so they can nourish others.
In Greenville, Erica Mizell, Vidant Health News for 9 on Your Side.
There are essential workers that we depend on for things that maybe we would normally just run out the door and do. But it's important to make sure that those people know that the job they do does not go unnoticed. It's appreciated. They worry too. What can I do to protect my family? What can I do to protect myself so that I don't bring anything home to my family? So for all of the frontline workers, first responders, essential workers, anyone out there who is going to work and getting it done at a time of so much uncertainty. This is a critical time, and know that the work you do does not go unnoticed. It's appreciated, it's needed now more than ever, and we thank you for your service.
Use the hashtag #TheEastSaysThankYou to send in your messages.
Empty seats and a vacant baggage claim area. It isn't what Christopher White is used to seeing at Albert J. Ellis.
Oh, it's been unusually quiet.
Normally, the airport director watches 1,000 passengers walk in and out of the doors. Because of the pandemic, traffic is down by 85% compared to last year.
Nationally, it's about 95, 96% down. So we're actually doing a little bit better than the nation as a whole.
But the airport is getting $3.2 million from the federal government. Last month, President Trump signed the CARES Act, the same measure sending stimulus payments to most Americans. The measure is putting $10 billion into economic relief for airports.
Help fill in the gap, because right now the airport isn't generating the revenue it normally does.
America and Delta Airlines are still operating flights to Albert J. Ellis.
And we do still see plenty of people traveling. Some are military, some are civilians.
But they're down to about 4 flights a day compared to 10 to 12 departures earlier this year. The Fed money will pay for salaries and utility bills and cover operating costs, about 10 months of the airport's expenses.
So it's important that transportation be available, be ready to go as soon as the economy is ready to go, and continue to operate.
Hey, welcome back to the East Daily Download. Got this hole dug, about to plant this beautiful flower here, which is a lantana, okay? I'm not really familiar with all the names of them, but let's see here. Okay. And got that there. Fill this in. Hey, you know, this is a great project to do, but say that your project out at home, something else you could do, download the WNCT mobile app, and then you can watch the East Daily Download on the go or at home. Either way, it's perfectly acceptable. Okay, I'm gonna finish up this, and then at the end we'll come back and we'll show you the beautiful color scheme we've got going here, because we love Eastern North Carolina. It's really kind of Eastern North Carolina centric. So check this next story out and we'll see you back here in a little bit. Yeah, there we go. That's good.
We both do not ever want to go to bed angry. We both, communicate a lot. It's super important to us.
The couple has also been cooking, reading books to kids on Insta, and spending time with Chris's 7-year-old son, Jack. During the quarantine, Chris and his amicable ex, Anna Ferris, have also been sharing co-parenting duties. But how's it looking for Brad and Angelina co-parenting during the pandemic?
Looks, pretty good.
Brad's been making some fun appearances. We're told Brad has seen the kids. He's required to have visitation. And in court documents filed last month, Brad and Angelina have come to an agreement on their kids' education moving forward.
The pandemic doesn't in any way change the effectiveness of orders that are in place.
Powerhouse divorce attorney Mark Vincent Kaplan, who's helped Paula Abdul and Charlie Sheen but isn't working with Brad, has a warning for any feuding exes.
Using the pandemic for some strategic advantage, that is something that is going to be punished by a court.
The pandemic is keeping Britney Spears from seeing her 2 boys. Sources tell ET Brit is in a precautionary 14-day self-quarantine after returning to California from a recent trip to Louisiana and can't see her sons. Dad Kevin Federline has primary custody, and we're told he is homeschooling their teens. As for new mom Jenna Dewan, while she's been dancing at home with 1-month-old Callum and 6-year-old Everly,
she's got her own moves.
ET's learned Jenna and ex-Channing Tatum are continuing to share 50-50 custody of their daughter. They consult a counselor once a month to work through any issues. And seeing as court delays will be commonplace during the pandemic, co-parents need to keep the peace.
But if it's not a true emergency hearing, you're not going to be even getting an initial trial date until sometime at the end of summer.
The WNCT newsroom has been very different lately. Quiet because we've been practicing social distancing, but rest assured because we've been working hard to provide the latest information and headlines that you need to know. Change may be different, but change is okay, and WNCT is going to continue to be on your side. So stay with us because we're not going anywhere.
CBS This Morning co-host Gayle King kicks off a 6-week call-in radio show today on Sirius XM satellite radio. Gayle King in the house will take on topics from social distancing to homeschooling to mental health. It airs live from 5 to 6 p.m. Eastern on Thursdays on Sirius XM Stars. It will also be replayed through the week. Learn some secrets about the 1993 Steven Spielberg classic Jurassic Park. IGN is hosting an interactive watch-from-home theater party featuring original cast member Joseph Mazzello, who played Tim Murphy. The fun starts at 8 p.m. Eastern on IGN.com and on the Jurassic World Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube accounts.
Drag is about empowerment.
We travel across this country to take people from who they are to what they can be.
A trio of drag queens is traveling across America in the new HBO makeover show, We're Here. Drag queens Eureka, Bob, and Shangela visit Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, Twin Falls, Idaho, and Branson, Missouri in the first 3 episodes, hoping to help people see their drag potential and put on a performance.
This is a real-life series. So in real life, you're going to run into groups that love and applaud you, and you're going to run into moments of opposition and people who don't want you there.
Feeling so electric.
That's your Eye on Entertainment. Danya Backus, CBS News, Los Angeles.
Hi everyone, it's Taylor and Bentley again, and today we're going to talk about the place command and how to teach it to your dog and how to proof it or make sure that he stays on it no matter what is going on around him.
The place command is an excellent way to teach your dog to have a calm state of mind in your home, similarly to how crate training can benefit your dog if trained properly. You can use any dog bed for this command. Start by lowering your dog onto the bed using his food or treat, and reward him only when all 4 paws are on the bed. Flipping an elevated dog bed over can help your dog feel more comfortable walking onto the bed. Practice this 5 or 6 times or until it seems to click with your dog. Next, give your dog the down command while on his place, and reward him as long as he stays down on the place. Start with short increments, only asking him to stay down about 10 seconds or so, depending on what you think your dog can handle. Practice this 5 or 6 times or until he starts going into a down on his own. If you or your dog gets frustrated, come back to it later, but make sure to end the session on a positive note so your dog is excited to come back for more training later on. If you have a release command, you can begin to use it at this stage as well. When first teaching this, I like to use yes, which means the dog can come to me to get his reward. Begin to gradually fade the lure. Simply pointing at the bed will also help your dog figure out what you are asking. Reward him if he chooses to go to the bed on his own. This is a huge part of the ultimate goal of teaching your dog calm liberty. Start to add duration to the command, maybe 5 minutes at first. Gradually increase the duration of the place command over several days or even weeks. Once your dog is a pro at duration, meaning you can watch a full episode of your favorite show without him getting off of his place, you can begin challenging your dog with distractions. If you have children or other dogs in the house, they will make great distractions. Otherwise, you can use their treats, food, or toys. The key is to build up your dog's neutrality to distractions while on the place command. So start off easy, then slowly work your way up to more distracting things. We hope you and your dog enjoy the place command. Thank you for watching.
While we've been droning on about how dogs are the only ones who've got it better these days, how in a work-from-home world they get more of us, and how we have found new ways to make sure they get what they need. The fact is, at a time when we've all gone a little nuts, chasing our tails, they are helping us every bit as much as we are helping them, if not more.
Put your mask on.
Our dogs are keeping our spirits up and our senses of humor sharp and in shape.
You can see the contrast in styles. Mabel heavy tail use.
With nothing else to announce, Scottish sportscaster Andrew Cotter has been calling the competition between his 2 labs.
With no opposable thumbs, high risk at this stage. And it's gone and Mabel takes it.
Forget all his work at Wimbledon and the Olympics.
No mercy from the younger dog.
His calls of Mabel versus Olive have been viewed more than 30 million times.
For Olive, only thoughts of what might have been, but only herself to blame.
That'll be my legacy. On my gravestone, Jim, it'll say, Andrew Cotter, he commentated once on dogs.
The dog's life is at least one way COVID life is just as same as the good old days. Nothing makes us as happy as time with our best friends.
I swear to God, if these people don't go back to work.
Well, at least for the human half of the couple.
I'm gonna go nuts.
Jim Axelrod, CBS News, Montclair, New Jersey.
Well, that's going to do it for this episode of the East Daily Download. As always, thank you so much for joining us. We truly appreciate it. We know you have a ton of choices for your TV, so the fact that you choose the East Daily Download means the world to all of us. Don't forget, quick reminder, WNCT.com under the Download tab where you can watch this or any episode of the show, going back to the very beginning. Also, the WNCT mobile app available for free at Google Play and the App Store. Get it and watch on the go or at home, wherever you are. And social media. We're on Facebook and Instagram. Use the hashtag EastDailyDownload. We'd love to see your home projects, your garden projects, whatever you got. Okay, we are finished with this project here. My wife and I finished it, and I'd like to give a big shout out to my wife who's holding the camera right now as the cameraman or camerawoman of the show. And we're going to take you out with the shot of the purple and gold flower bed. And have a great day, everybody. We'll see you real soon on the next edition of the East Daily Download.
Tomorrow, when we hit the road for the next edition of the East Daily Download, we'll take you to eat in this week's Down Eats. We'll introduce you to a Winterville business who's helping make a difference by making face masks. We'll also check in with our friends at the Painted Peacock, and we'll talk about online shopping. So join us tomorrow for the East Daily Download on Eastern North Carolina CW.